Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to remove your door panel and replace your front speaker on your Lexus LS430. Speaker wise, you're going to be looking at an 8 ohm, 6.5 inch mid speaker. You don't want to install a coaxial speaker, the speaker with the speaker and then a tweeter inside of it. You don't want to install one of those. You want a actual mid-range woofer, technically 6.5 inch 8 ohm. I'm going to link down below the ones that I'm using in the description. They're from Scar Audio. Scar Audio is a budget brand, but it's actually really good for the money. So first I'm going to show you how to remove this door panel. First thing you're going to do is put a little plastic pry tool in here, get this little plastic piece out that's inside your door handle, that piece. And what I like to do is I take this and I set this on the floor mat there, and then there's a Phillips screw in here, and when I take this screw out, I set this screw with that on the floor pad there, and that helps me keep track of things. The next screw is going to be inside here. I can't really show you on camera, but there's a Phillips screw in there. I'm going to take it out. Just a little 1-inch screw. Next, we're going to pull this panel up, and we're going to pull it from this side, not the front. We're going to pull it up from this side. We're going to use a plastic pry tool. We don't want to scratch stuff. So there's already some scratches on my leather here a little bit. I want to prevent any more of that from happening. So I'm going to get under here. These plastic pry tools, you get them on Amazon as well. The link is set down below. They're like $5 for a set of these. Or you can go to like Harbor Freight and get a set, whatever. So that's up, and this will pull out just like that. And then you're going to have a harness on the back of it here. On the passenger side, there's 2 harnesses that go in like this. This one has a harness in the rear. We're going to pull that out, switches out, and then I'm going to set this switch down below that little panel that I took out of here. So I'm geographically laying out where my screws are on the floor mat right there. So I'm going to take this screw out that's right here. And this screw I'm going to set with that little switch control. There we go. There's one more screw right under here. I can feel it with my hands right here. Okay. And that's going to go below that. So that's 4 screws so far, and then there's going to be three screws on the bottom of here. You can feel them at the bottom of the trim. All right, now I'm going to show you a little tip and trick. What I use is this little mechanic stool thing. I'm going to set this over on this side of the door panel, and it's going to save us a lot of time. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift up like this. Well, you're going to go out first, and go out like that, and then you're going to lift up, and it's going to pop off like that. And now what you can do, there's going to be some clips in here, and these are just wiring harnesses for your seat stuff. And then I'm going to take this, and instead of pulling these cable locks out and trying to put them back in, which is a nightmare, I'm just going to set this that'll work. Kind of prop it up a little bit. All right, now I don't know if you can tell or not, but my speaker's definitely blown. That's why I'm doing this. So there's going to be 3 screws. They're going to be silver screws, and they're going to be all around this big plastic speaker bracket. There's going to be 3 of them. You're going to take those out. There's a little harness right here that is for the actual speaker plug. We're going to pull that out, and there will also be these little plastic tabs holding a wiring harness into this speaker thing too. I'm going to pull the speaker bracket out first and then take those out, just like that, and that's going to let me get some leverage on them. So here is my speaker pod, and if you can't tell, I mean, that speaker is shot. All right, now I'm going to show you how to put the new speaker in here. All right, so inside each one of these little tabs right here, I'm going to show you here, this is a T20 screw. So I'm just using this little pry tool and getting all the muck out of there, old foam and stuff. And then you'll see there's going to be, as you can see, there's a T20 screw in there. And I'm going to take each one of these screws out. You're going to want to keep these screws. And now there's a top piece here that will separate from the speaker, just like that. Okay, now there's these 4 little tabs, and around here, what's attaching the speaker to this bracket is just adhesive. So you need to get something like a little pry tool. I'll link some of these down below too. Everything I'm linking will be like an Amazon affiliate link, but I'm going to take this pry tool, and I will get in here and like in this little crevice and get in there, work it in there, Here we go. Just enough to where I can fit like a flat bladed screwdriver in there. Like that. And then you're going to have to pry up. You have to pry up like that. Oh, had it going there. It's getting there. Okay, there we go. And you'll see all that adhesive falling off. There's a ton of it. Okay, now there's going to be a little clip in here. You're going to release that. And your speaker will come out, your useless speaker. Well, you're going to need this wiring, this little speaker wiring harness. This is the pod you need though, right here. All right, now this is the craziest part of the whole thing, is you're going to need to secure this somehow or just freehand it. I'm going to throw mine in a vise. And what you need to do is you need to cut these tabs off. All these tabs. And the reason is the new 6.5 speaker is not going to fit inside of here. I know that some speakers might fit in here 6.5, but the Scar ones do not. And what you need are 6.5 mid-range woofers. You don't want any other kind of speaker. You don't want a component speaker. You don't want a coaxial speaker. You want a 6.5-inch mid-range woofer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little DeWalt, right? Now, if you're scared of stuff like this or using a grinder to grind stuff off, this is your friend. These little DeWalt grinders, they're like harmless. They're so like user friendly and like beginner friendly. One of these are like $100 maybe. And you're gonna take this, we got a little blade on here. I'm gonna take this and just start cutting tabs off like that. Okay, so here is your flat adapter now. And the speaker just slaps right in there. So this is what your setup is going to look like with the speaker in there. You're not going to have the top piece anymore. You don't need that. All you're going to have is the speaker in this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this gasketing tape right here. I'm going to make a gasket around the edge of this just to make it a little bit smoother, a smoother mating surface for the speaker. And we'll be right back after I do that. Okay, so remember you're going to need this clip and harness from this speaker. It's just the 2 speaker leads connected to this little wiring harness that plugs right into your factory Lexus location. So I'm going to take this, snip this at the source, just like that. Now we are left with this piece right here. We are going to strip the ends off of it, like that, and that. Now we have stripped ends. Twist these a little bit, and then I'm going to fold them over on themselves, like that. Alright, now I'm going to slip one of these little spade connector, butt connector things into this right here. I'm going to use this crimping tool. You can get these at Harbor Freight. You can get them really anywhere, but I'll link one on Amazon down below as well if you're looking to get one on Amazon. And I'm just going to crimp that down. Okay, now we'll do the positive side. There we go. Now we have our new wiring harness for our speaker. So these connectors are going to go onto this. We're going to put red on positive. Make sure you don't want to get that wrong. And black on negative, just like that. And we are good. Okay, so you want to make sure the connectors, this connector's on the same side as this connector right here when you put this in. And you just want to set this speaker in there. And get her centered. And now I'm going to screw in the 4 screws and we'll be back. Okay, speaker's in the pod. You're going to take the little lead here. We're going to put this clipped back into there, just like that. Now let's go plug this back into the car. Okay, so we're going to take our Scar speaker. Remember where our plug is right here. It's going to go on that side. So this is going to orient this way into here, like that. We're going to get one of our screws started. Okay. We'll get our second screw started. Speaker's going to be upside down. If you have OCD, it's going to bug you, whatever. Too bad. There we go, that's secured. Now we're going to clip this back in. Everything's going to be in reverse of what we just did. All these little tabs, we're going to take this tab and put it back in here. And just like that. I'm gonna take this tab, put it back in there, just like that. Now we do the reverse and put the door panel back on. I'm gonna do that real quick and then I'll be back. All right guys, that is how you replace your front door speakers. Again, everything I use will be linked down below in the description. It'll be Amazon affiliate links. If you don't wanna click them, you don't have to. You can just Google the things I was talking about. It costs you the same either way, but I use affiliate links just as a kickback for the channel. I'll be doing a video soon on the rear door speakers as well, so you can subscribe to the channel if you want. I'll be doing a whole project on this LS430. It's not a lot of a project, but just fixing some small things on it and showing you how to do it. Leave a like if this video helped you out. And if you have any questions or concerns or whatever, put a comment down below. I'll get back to you. Thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye.